Signing notifications and assignment selection are two areas that cause quite a bit of confusion. So, if you are also feeling confused by how this works, don't worry, you're not alone. We often get many questions around these two topics, such as why am I not being assigned? Why am I not receiving notifications? Why did another signing agent who maybe lives down the street from me in my neighborhood or in my general area receive a notification, but I didn't? And how has the signing already been assigned when I receive a notification and immediately respond as available? Let's clear all of this up since receiving notifications of available opportunities is one of the main aspects of your experience when using Snapdocs. We want to make sure that you understand how all of this works and that you also have some tips on how to maximize your time on Snapdocs. We are going to break down the notification and search systems into three main components. The first is timing. We often hear from signing agents that they believe notifications are sent out in a massive blast to all signing agents in an area. And that's not true. Notifications actually get sent to one signing agent at a time. This means that when you receive a notification, that notification is meant for you and just you. There's also a delay between when one notification gets sent and when the next one gets sent. This means that you actually get a small window of time where you can respond before another signing agent is alerted. And this is usually anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds, so it is pretty short, although companies can adjust this. But this does mean that when you get a notification, you do have a few moments to put in a response before more signing agents are alerted. The second component is rankings. And this refers to where you appear in the search results to the company that is searching. Why are signing agents ranked? Our goal is to provide the best closing experience to the consumer, which means surfacing some of the most qualified signing agents for companies to consider and hire and hopefully deliver a fantastic and seamless signing experience. There are many things that factor into your ranking. Some factors you can directly influence, like whether you are Snapdocs verified and whether you have a profile photo. Other things you may just sort of accumulate, like the number of signings you do through Snapdocs. And then there are also some other factors that you may not be able to directly influence, like whether you're favorited by the company who is searching and your distance from the signing appointment location. In terms of rankings, you want to aim to have a high ranking. And having a high ranking is beneficial because it means that you're listed towards the first page of the search results and towards the top of that page. Notifications get sent out starting from the first page of the search results, going from the top to the bottom of each page, and then if needed, working through the later pages. If you're ranked highly, you'll be one of the first to be notified and get first crack at the assignment before anyone else is alerted. So that is why it is beneficial to be highly ranked. Companies can pause the system from sending out notifications and resume it at any time as well. It'll also automatically pause if a signing agent responds as available so that the company can take into consideration their response and who that signing agent is. This also means that not all signing agents in an area may be notified. It depends on who responds and who the company selects, just sort of how all of these different pieces fall into place. This is why you may receive a signing opportunity that a signing agent who lives next door doesn't, or vice versa. Lastly, the third component is company preferences. And this brings us to who makes the hiring decision. It's up to each company to select the signing agent they want to assign to the order. Every company has their own criteria or preferences, but some of the things that many companies consider include the minimum amount of E&O insurance that you have, whether you're Snapdocs verified, and your overall work history. Companies can also favorite signing agents, and this is something that we mentioned earlier. And companies usually favorite signing agents who they enjoy working with. Favorites are currently confidential to the company. However, being favorited is hugely beneficial to you because if you are a signing agent who's favorited by a company, you'll appear at the top of their search results in your area. And as a result, you might receive more business from them. So, how can you encourage companies to favorite you? Our recommendation is to demonstrate consistently that you're reliable. So, show up to appointments on time and drop documents off on time. And also just show that you are a pleasure to work with. Those things can certainly encourage a company to favorite you. All right, so we've broken down the search and notification system into three main components. And we understand it might be difficult to see how all of these components work together. So let's run through a couple of scenarios to help illustrate the concepts that we just went over. Here we are looking at a mock search. So we have signing agents listed on the left-hand side. And to keep it simple, let's just say that there are 4 signing agents that appear in the search results in this example. We are sort of acting as the company, and we have decided to send out notifications. So once we sort of kick off the notification process, the first signing agent listed will be notified. Alan is going to receive a notification. And this goes back to how being highly ranked is beneficial because if you're the first signing agent listed in the search results when a company is searching, it means that if they send out notifications, you'll be the first one notified and be able to put in a response first. All right, so we've sent a notification to Alan and he responds immediately as available. As mentioned before, responding as available pauses the system from sending out more notifications. So at this time, notifications have been paused and the rest of the signing agents listed, Beth, Carl, and Dina, won't be receiving notifications. We as the company see that Alan has responded as available. And you know what? We like Alan and we decide to assign Alan to the order. So Alan is now assigned, and that means that the search process has ended. So in this case, you can see that only one signing agent, Alan, who is the first signing agent listed, was notified, and all the other signing agents that appeared in the search results, Beth, Carl, and Dina, didn't receive a notification. And so they have no idea that this signing opportunity was even available. And this is how you get scenarios where you might receive a notification, but you have a friend who lives across the street from you and doesn't receive the notification, or vice versa. Let's run through another scenario. We're the same company looking for a signing agent for a different order. However, if you take a look at the signing agents listed on the left-hand side, you can see that they're ranked a bit differently now. The first signing agent in the previous example, who is Alan, is now the second signing agent listed. And Dina, who used to be the fourth signing agent listed, has now moved up to being first. That is because we as the company have decided to favorite Dina. As we mentioned before, favoriting is hugely beneficial to you as a signing agent because it means that you'll appear at the top of the company's search results when they're searching in your area. So Dina just got moved from being the last signing agent listed to the first because we have favorited her. Let's kick off the notification process. So as Dina is the first signing agent listed, she's going to be notified first. And when she's notified, she immediately responds as unavailable. And this could be for a number of reasons. When you respond as unavailable, there are a number of options for you to choose from where you can give the hiring company a little bit more information as to why you're unavailable. For example, maybe you're already booked at the time of the signing appointment. Maybe the location of the signing is too far, or maybe the fee that the hiring company is offering is just too low. You can give the hiring company feedback as to why you're unavailable, and perhaps they may still want to work with you and may be willing to negotiate or work something out to accommodate you. Once we've sent out this first notification to Dina, there is that delay between when one notification gets sent out and the next. And so that delay is running its course. And notifications haven't been paused because Dina responded as unavailable. The notification system only gets paused if the company manually pauses it or if a signing agent who is notified responds as available. We have this delay that's running because Dina responded as unavailable. And once that delay sort of runs its course, then the second signing agent listed gets notified, and that's Alan. Let's say, though, that Alan doesn't respond immediately. So again, the delay is sort of running and finishes up, and the third signing agent is now notified. At the same time that Beth is receiving a notification, let's say that Alan decides to respond as available. So Beth has received a notification, but because Alan responded as available at the same time, he has paused the system from sending out further notifications. So at this time, the delay isn't running. Carl won't be notified. And we as the company see that Alan is available, and we decide to just go with him. We immediately assign Alan to the signing. But at the same time, once Beth receives the notification, she sees it and responds as available. But because we've already assigned Alan, she will see that the signing has actually already been assigned and given to another signing agent. This is how you might immediately respond as available, but see that the assignment's already been taken by another signing agent. There's a lot of events happening all at once and often very, very quickly. We're not just talking seconds, but milliseconds. Notifications are being sent, signing agents are responding, and the company is evaluating all of these responses and the signing agents and making a hiring decision. So all of these things are happening simultaneously. We hope running through these scenarios offers a clearer understanding of how notifications and assignments work, why you might be notified of a signing, but your friend down the street might not, or vice versa, and some things that can affect whether you're notified. Just in case, though, I do want to end with a couple of takeaways. The first is that while responding quickly can certainly help, companies select the signing agent that they want to work with. Signings aren't necessarily given out on a first come, first served basis. Some companies may operate like that and decide to always go with the first signing agent who responds as available. But there are also many companies that are looking at a lot of different things and that are evaluating you as a signing agent and your work. And so they aren't just going based off of your response to whether or not you're available or unavailable. Next, not all signing agents in an area may be notified. This goes back to the scenarios that we ran through where depending on who gets notified, their responses, and the hiring company's decision, a number of different things can happen. And so this goes back to the scenarios that we ran through, where depending on who gets notified, their responses, and the hiring company's decision, not all signing agents that get surfaced in the search results may be notified. Sometimes only that first signing agent who's listed may be notified because they immediately respond as available and the company decides to immediately assign them. In other cases, more signing agents may be notified, but the company may not sort of exhaust the entire list of signing agents in an area before being able to find a signing agent who is available and sort of meets all of their criteria or preferences. And lastly, how can you increase your chances of being notified? Look for ways to increase your ranking. If you're the highest ranked signing agent, you're the first to be notified and you're able to put in a response before other agents potentially get notified. And once you put in your response, the hiring company can see that and then decide what they want to do based on that.